Get the drink.
So before we start, we just really want to thank Honga for having us at her beautiful restaurant. We really feel blessed to be here. We also want to thank Hillary White for putting this whole event together. And Elise Rothschild also was incredibly helpful. And Angela Mallard. Each of you for coming and supporting the foundation. We really appreciate it. So I think somebody very near and dear to you guys wants to say something, so I'll pass it over to Michael.
All right. Thanks a lot. And that was Lisa Reyes, by the way. She's executive director of the Do It for the Love Foundation. And I want to tell you a little bit about how we got started. So last April, I started getting texts from, actually tweets from this woman named Hope December, and her husband Steve has ALS. And for those of you who don't know what ALS is, it's Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a really devastating disease that slowly starts to paralyze each part of your body one bit at a time until eventually you can't move at all, and eventually you die from not being able to breathe. And so she started tweeting me and saying, Steve has ALS, he loves your music, and it might be his last show that he ever gets to, and he'd love to come and meet you. And so Sarah and I, my better half, we stayed up the night before Googling them, and we watched videos on their website of their wedding. And it was the most beautiful wedding. They were delivering their vows, so moving, such passion, beautiful couple. And then the next day when we met Steve, he was about 90% paralyzed. And he could barely talk in whispers. And I asked him, how did you guys meet? And how did you fall in love? And how did you get married? And Steve said, we'd been dating for only about 6 months, but we knew we were right for each other. And when I got the word that I had ALS, I called Hope up. And I said, Hope, you know, I probably only have 3 to 5 years to live. And I understand if you would go away. And that's okay with me, because I know this is going to be really hard. But if you decide to stay, will you marry me? And without any hesitation, she said yes. And I was really moved by hearing that story through the whispers of Steve's voice. And so I brought them out on stage, and we played this song, Life is Better With You. And I looked over at Steve, and he's in his wheelchair, and he whispers to Hope something. And what he whispered was, I want to get up and dance. And so Hope, with all of her strength, lifted Steve up out of his chair, and together they danced at this big festival in front of 20,000 people, and there wasn't a dry eye in the place. And so Sarah and I, after this event, we were so moved, you know, we just spent the whole day talking about it, and for the next few days we're just thinking about it and trying to think, you know, what can we do? And so we decided to launch Do It for the Love, which brings people with advanced stages of life-threatening illnesses and children with severe challenges and wounded veterans to live concerts. And I really believe in the power of music to heal. And you know, sometimes it's a healing moves in really mysterious ways, you know. And recently we had this family that was one of our Do It for the Love recipients come on this cruise festival. There was a floating music festival, and that was put on by the band Train. And this young boy, Maddie, he's 12 years old, 10 years old, and his brother and sister they said, we really want to go on this cruise. And Matt told me personally, and I was like, let's get them on the boat. So we did, and they came on with their parents. And the first hour we were on the boat, I said to all of them, what do you want to do when you're on the boat? And Maddie's older brother said, I want to swim with stingrays. And his younger sister said, I want to rock climb on the boat. And shit. And then I asked Maddie, and Maddie had just gone through a lot of chemotherapy and radiation and had this big scar in the back of his head where they had removed this tumor. And he looks up at me with his little bald face and he goes, I want to crowd surf.
Crowd surf.
So I got everybody in the audience to put their hands up, and Maddie and his brother and sister crowd surfed over the whole crowd. And they took him, it wasn't just like a little jump in the front and go, they took him around the whole ship. They took him around the back to the front, all the way through the whole crowd, crisscrossing. I think everybody got their hands on all three of those kids. And then they got back up, and at the end of our set, I brought them back out to introduce their mom and dad and family and stuff, and I said, there's only one thing better than crowd surfing for the first time in your life. And everybody in the audience was waiting, I said, and that's doing it a second time!
Being on stage.
And so they went out again, and they had a great time. And Maddie and his family, they told me, and Maddie said to me, this is the best time I've ever had in my life. And it was the best time that we've ever had as a family because we've gone through so much these last couple of years. It's been so hard. So I really believe in the power of music to bring families together, to bring people together, and we're super grateful for you all to be here tonight to help support that vision. And my better half, Sarah, isn't here tonight because she's an emergency room nurse, and she's off doing that. But she says thank you. She told me to say thank you to all of you for being here. And we're going to play some music, but before that, we got this amazing gift from a gentleman. I'm trying to see who it is. Who is it?
David Oyster.
David Oyster right there. And he said, Michael, I got this guitar in Vietnam, and I want to auction it off tonight for Do It For The Love. So I'll sign this guitar. We're going to bring out the mighty Gina Murdoch here to be our auctioneer.
Okay, this isn't the first time I've done this. Are you guys ready? Who give me 250? Anybody? Oh, right there. Hillary White, thank you very much. Starting out 250. We want to get to $1,000 here tonight. Anyone want to go for $1,000 right now? $1,000, okay. 300. Anybody? 300. In the bag, Sarah. Thank you very much. Anybody else out there for 400? This is all the way from Vietnam. It's very far away. Okay, in the back, but I do it for the left. She's on the phone. Are you on the phone? Yeah. Oh, 500?
Yeah.
500 in the back. Yeah, right on. All right, Emil, what'd you say over there? What I hear? Okay, 600. Emil. Everybody, come on, let's give him a hand. That's beautiful. What do we got over there? 600? Tell us your name so I can shout it out. Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. Okay, Bert's at 600. What we got? 700 in the back over there. Tell us your name. 700 by the yellow sign. Beautiful woman in the blonde hair. Thank you. 700. Go. One. Go. Oh, 800. Anybody for 800? Janice. No. Okay. Hillary. No. 750? Who's gonna go for 750? Emil, you're twitching back. No. Okay. Who's up for 750? Oh, that's Bert. Oh, he's killing me over there. What do you say? 800? 800 in the back. Thank you very much. Let me just tell you, this is going to Do It For The Love, everybody, and I can tell you we are doing it for the love right now. Do you feel it? Yeah! We got 800 in the back. 800. Let's go for 900. Anybody for 900? Go ahead and do it. She'll help you anyway. Go ahead, Bert. That's right. 900. Let's get it for 1,000. Let's go for one big G. Anybody gonna go for that? 1,000. Anybody for Do It For The Love? There we go. Yeah. And a couple in the back. Thank you very much. We got 1,000. Let's go for 1,500. Anybody? Oh, and if you bid for 1,500, you get to announce Michael on stage at the Sheraton tonight. It's really fun. I've done it. I only paid $20.
Yes, you get it.
Oh, it includes two tickets. Now we're gonna go for 2,000 for the guitar. tickets and you announce Michael Franti on stage. I think we can go for $2,000. Let's just end it right here. Then you guys get to play $2,000 for the VIP tickets. I'm looking at you guys in the back. 1,800? All right, 1,775. 1,800. 2,000! VIP tickets to the show at the Sheridan. Thank you, Sheridan Opera House. Plus, this